Bobby Stein. Today I had two different trips on my mind. I couldn't make up my mind which one to do. I had the option of going from Greenville up to, you remember a couple of weeks ago I went up to Marks, Mississippi, and one of the options was to keep going up Highway 3. The other option was, I've been thinking about going over to Charleston, Mississippi. That is right on the edge of the Delta, and it's a pretty little town, so I thought about that. So what I did is I started out in Greenville, and I went to Leland, and then I went up to Shaw. When I got to Shaw, I had the bright idea, let me cut across on Highway 442 to Doddsville. So I went to Doddsville, and then I continued on 442. I went to Schlater, and then I got on Highway 49 and went up to Highway 8. I continued on Highway 8. I stopped at a refuge, Tallahatchie Refuge. I filmed a little there. And I think what I'm going to do is cut this up into two different videos. But anyway, I continued. I went to Highway 35, and then I went up to Charleston, Mississippi, and filmed up there. So somebody asked me, Bob, how long does it take for you to film? Do you spend the night? And the last several times I've been out, it's taken me around 5 hours to drive and film and come back. Then it takes me another couple hours to edit the video. But yeah, when I go out of town, it's usually a 5-hour trip. So anyway, that's the poop, folks, and I hope you enjoy the video, and leave your comments, hit the like button, and subscribe to my channel, and we will see you next video. Bobby Stein here. Today is Monday, the 24th of January. It's 10:43 a.m. I'm in Shaw, Mississippi. I just turned off on Highway 448. I was sort of had several things going around in my mind what to film today. My initial thought was to go up to Marks on Highway 3 and then continue on Highway 3 north. My other idea was to go to Charleston, Mississippi. That's sort of on the edge of the Delta, but it's a pretty little town. And then as I was coming into Shaw, I thought, well, I can get on Highway 448 and get on Highway 442, go over to Doddsville, Mississippi, and then cut across to Schlater, Mississippi. Schlater's a pretty little town, or at least it used to be. And from Schlater, we can get on 49, get back on Highway 8, and go to Charleston. So I think that's what we're going to do today. If you take a right there, that'll take you to Indianola. Actually, I've been on this highway when I did the segment on Fairview Road. Folks, we are, I believe, on the plantation of the former Senator James O. Eastland. I believe this is all this is or was his land. And he was one of the most powerful men in the U.S. Senate back in the 1960s and 1970s. He served in the Senate from 1943 to 1978. He was the head of the Judiciary Committee, among other things. So we are coming into Doddsville, Mississippi now. This is Highway 49. And we are going to continue on Highway 442 East over to Schlater, Mississippi. This used to be Adair Plantation. I don't know if it still is. This was one of the biggest plantations at the time, back in the 50s and 60s in this part of the Delta. And this used to have a commissary right around here somewhere. And the plantation house was over there that burned several years ago. We are in Schlater, Mississippi. There's the Schlater Airport. A lot of people call it Schlater, as in Slaughterhouse 5, but that's not correct. It's Schlater. Now, I've been through here, but I've never been down any of these side streets. I think that's the Sunflower River.